For people who don't know you, how would you describe yourself?
Like right now, who I am right now?
Yeah.
Man, it's the way I would describe myself right now is probably the way I would describe myself in between like 5 years ago when I first started, or 6 years ago. No. That's what my mom would describe me as. But no, it's funny because like side note on that is I was just with my mom the other day because it was her birthday. And big 60. We threw her a big surprise birthday party. But we were talking and she was like telling me how like proud she was and how far I've come. And it's kind of interesting because sometimes you forget not necessarily where you come from, but exactly like the details of where you were. So when you ask me how would you describe yourself to someone? And then like just seeing myself from my own perspective, it's different from what others are seeing me as. You know, so like my mom, she'll be like, "Oh yeah, my son, he's the best. You know, he's handsome, he's successful." you know, and all that stuff. And then you'll talk to like my girlfriend, like, "Oh yeah, I would describe him as hardworking. He works a lot. You know, he works a lot. Sometimes takes phone calls at dinner, but then at least he'll excuse himself and come back to the table. Or I'm better at it now, you know, like better at separating all that stuff." But so when I think about describing myself, it's kind of hard, you know, because then I got to take away what everyone else is thinking about me. And when I go deep, I guess like it probably wasn't even a deep question, but I was like, when people ask me like, "Oh," because no one's ever really asked me that in like
You're
10
a deep
years.
Thinker, bro.
Yeah, because the last time someone asked me that was like years ago when you and I reconnected. But really, yeah, it's I guess if I think about it now, like just coming from myself, what would I describe myself? That was the question, right?
Yeah.
How would I describe myself? I don't know, I'll go off on tangents, but like deleting what everyone else thinks or says of me. I want to say that it's hard because you want to live up to what everybody believes about you or in you, which is good, you know, great. I try to live up to that. And then 2, living up to myself. So how do I see myself? I always see myself as still a student and a learner, right? Especially because you and I know we're always trying to level up, you know, whether it's every week, every month, every year. For us in business, we're always trying to take it to the next level. You know, we're fitness, it's trying to take it to the next level. You know, last week I could do 10 push-ups. This week I'm gonna do 15 push-ups. And so when I think about myself, if I were to describe myself, I would tell someone that, you know, I'm a student just like everyone else. You know, I'm a normal person, really. Maybe a little bit crazier in the mind just because, you know, like when someone says stop, I'm like, "No, I'm gonna keep going." You know, like it's not really where I want to be. Then I get to where I want to be. It's like I want to go further. So yeah, I mean that's probably the best way I'll describe myself. A student. Always be learning. Always be learning.